Kristen. This is week 3 of my first contest prep. So now I am 17 weeks out from my first figure competition. Last update I gave you, I was not doing so well on the scale. So this week I decided to focus on changing up my cardio. I stayed with the same diet, changed up a few things. My coach made a few minor changes, but we really changed up my cardio because I was becoming too efficient, meaning it was harder to get my heart rate up. So that's what I want to talk to you about, is cardio. I just started fasting cardio last week, so I've done it for about 7 days now. Now there's a lot of controversy about fasted cardio. Here's my take on it. I don't think it's for everybody. I think that everybody responds differently to different exercising and different dieting. So what I would say is give it a try and see how your body responds. There's not a lot of evidence that supports that fasted cardio makes a huge difference, but some people swear by it and some people look fantastic when they do it. So here's a couple of things to keep in mind. If you tend to have higher levels of cortisol, meaning you carry a lot of weight in your midsection, then fasted cardio might not be a good idea because your cortisol levels are a little elevated when you're sleeping, and now you're getting up and you're putting more stress on your body when you're doing cardio, and that might raise them even more. Also, if you're kind of at a high stress point in your life right now, if you just had a baby and you're not sleeping, or if you're going through a divorce or a death in the family, something that causes high stress, then fasted cardio might not be the best option for you. If you do choose to do fasted cardio, there's, I would say, 3 major things that you should make sure that you're doing if you choose to do fasted cardio. When I say fasted cardio, I mean waking up in the morning and doing your cardio on an empty stomach. You're still fasting because we fast when we sleep. So that's what that means. So 3 things. 1, make sure you're supplementing. So you're doing your BCAAs while you're doing your cardio, so you're not kind of burning through that muscle. 2, I would make sure that it's not weight-bearing cardio. Sometimes I'll do stuff like where I'm carrying kegs or sandbags or things that are weight-bearing. Maybe you shouldn't do that for your fasted cardio. And 3, keep it at your heart rate at like in the fat burning zone. So that means 60 to 65% of your maximum heart rate is maybe where you should be. To find your max heart rate is 220 minus your age, and then times that by 60-65%, and there's your number. Really important, which I started about 2 weeks ago, is to have a heart rate monitor. This is one of the most important things you can get besides a great pair of sneakers. Next up is your heart rate monitor. It is the greatest tool. It doesn't lie. It tells you where you are in your workout, if you need to go push it a little harder or if you need to back it off a little bit. So get a heart rate monitor if you're really serious about your cardio. So back to fasted cardio. If you do those 3 things, you're supplementing right, it's not too much weight bearing, and you're keeping your heart rate around the fat burning zone, then I would say give fasted cardio a try. And keep it like around 20 to 30, maybe 40 minutes. Don't go running 10 miles when you're doing fasted cardio, because that just defeats the whole purpose. If you're not interested in fasted cardio, then maybe you can do cardio after your weights. Some people say that while you're lifting your weights, you're kind of burning through that glycogen, and when you go to do your cardio, now you're going on to burning the fat, so sometimes that's more effective for people. Now, the different types of cardio that you're going to do, some people ask, should I be really high intensity? Should I do moderate cardio? It all depends on your goals. High intensity cardio, your heart rate is higher than the fat burning zone. It's almost around your max heart rate, which for me would be probably like 160, 170 for a prolonged period of time. That's hard work. I think people who are training for races or marathons would do that type of cardio. The mid to high intensity interval cardio is what I like to do. So I will, let's say, for 2 minutes I'll have my heart rate at 160, 150, 160, and then for 2 or 3 minutes I'll have it back down to 120. Now you can play with those numbers. You could do 45 seconds at a high intensity heart rate and then a minute recovery, or you can do 2 minutes high, 3 minutes low, or you can just totally change up those numbers just as long as the intervals are going up and down. You're going from a max and recovering and max recovering. That's really good to increase the stroke volume of your heart, make it stronger, lower blood pressure, things like that. So that's really a good way to get your heart nice and strong, is the interval training. And then you have your moderate cardio, where you, for a prolonged period of time, you're just keeping your heart in that fat burning zone, and that's 60 to 65% of your max heart rate. So that would be like walking on an incline, jogging, doing the elliptical, but making sure that you're still at like 120, 130 for me, for my age, 31. And then you have your what some people call like change-up cardio, which is like your spinning, your Zumba, your yoga, your boxing. I think it's always good to have that sort of thing a couple times a week, just to change things up and trick your body. You know, your body's going to get used to walking on a 15 incline at 3.0. If you do that every day, it's going to start to become less and less effective. So always keep your body guessing and always change it up to make it interesting. Get your heart rate monitor and ask questions, do research, and see how your body responds. Record everything down. Record how you're feeling. And just take it from there, and just know what your goals are. Try to have specific goals to help you decide what kind of cardio you want to do. As for me, right now I do cardio 7 days a week, but that's because I'm prepping for a show. I would say start 3 days a week, at 20 minutes, and then build from there. So that's kind of it on the cardio. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's why I do these videos, for people who just want to know what it's like to be in contest prep, or just to try and be overall healthy and fit. So next week I will be 16 weeks out from my figure competition, which is like kind of hard to believe, but everything else is going well. My nutrition, cardio, everything's going great. I'm happy and I'm hungry. So stay tuned for some more of my clips on how to deal with hunger pangs and just deal with contest prep in general. But thanks to those of you who are viewing these, and please, if you have any questions, follow me on Twitter at KPoundstone. And by the way, I did forget to mention my BCAAs in my supplement video last week. I do take BCAAs during fasted cardio and when I'm weight training, so twice a day, 1 scoop. And don't go for the flavored BCAAs that's just added sugar. Get the powder unflavored and flavor it yourself with some green tea or some Truvia, or even if you buy the some sugar-free like Crystal Light packages, it's better than some of the stuff they put in to make the BCAAs flavored. So unflavored powder. All right, so until next week, I hope you guys all have a great week. Push hard and train with no excuses. Thanks.
I tell you how that's like you stepping on your I tell you how that when you stepping on your I turn it on, my